exhausted of Bret.
More than
People are
70% of people tell the country is on the wrong track. They say the country is on the wrong track.
79%.
If it's on the wrong track,
yeah,
that track follows 3.5 years of you being vice president and President Biden being president. That is what they're saying, 79% of them. Mm-hmm. Why are they saying that? If you're turning the page, you've been in office for 3.5 years.
Thank you.
And Donald Trump has been running for office.
But you've been the person holding the office.
What? Okay, that was Joe Biden right there.
About. You and I both know what I'm talking about.
I actually don't. What are you talking about?
What I'm talking about is that over the last decade, people have become. But listen.
Right.
Listen.
Oh,
that's a good one. Listen.
Oh, that was. That's probably as bad as you could imagine.
I love that. You and I both know what I'm talking about.
No,
actually, I don't.
Why don't you explain it to me?
She was
okay. So
bad.
you've been in office with the power for 3.5 years. He hasn't been. But now your comeback is he's been running.
He's been running.
What? Wait, what? Does anybody believe that's an acceptable answer to Brett's question and his point? I don't think so.
Whew.
Wow. Okay, if this was what you want, America.
Yeah.
If this is what you decide on, we deserve everything that comes our way afterward.
Chris says clip 7 will be a good follow-up to this
clip
one.
Clip 7's probably going to be really tasty.
Protest. He has talked about locking people up because they disagree with him. This is a democracy.
No,
and
it isn't.
In a democracy,
no,
the president of the United States, in the United States of America, should be willing to be able to handle criticism without saying he'd lock people up for doing it. And this is what is at stake, which is why you have someone like the former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff saying what Mark Milley has said about Donald Trump being a threat to the United States.
And there it is again. They just keep, there's so much there.
I know.
Wow.
I know. Which administration's been locking people up?
Right.
For
who's trying to lock up their current opposition?
That too. But I mean, you got grandmas that
that's true.
Walked around the Capitol on January 6th that you're putting in prison.
My gosh.
You're going after your political opponents, namely Donald Trump.
Yep.
And wanting to lock them away. And that didn't work. Yep. You have threatened federal employees or anyone that was a contract employee to you're not going to have a job if you don't. We are forcing you to take this untested vaccine. Who is the dictator here? Who is it that
staggering?
Right. I mean, you've got example after example of the Democrats being the dictators, working with social media companies and keeping you off of the town square there if you don't agree with everything that they say.
Stunning.
But all they say for Trump is, well, he said this, and so that must mean this. They have nothing, man.
They don't care.
Well,
all they have.
He's running, remember.
He is running.
10 years. 10 years.
Good point. Good point. He is running. You can't dispute that. He is. But the lies, they just continue with the discredited lies. Barbara Streisand tweeted out about the debunked story of Donald Trump just standing at his conference, whatever he was, the little town hall, I guess it was, and he stopped and just danced for 30 minutes. Which has been completely debunked by ABC News. That conservative bastion ABC News has said no. They don't care. They just keep spouting it. They just keep saying it. Trump colluded with Russia. They just keep saying it. Trump called World War II heroes losers and suckers. He said he'll be a dictator from day one. Trump called Nazis very fine people. Trump killed the immigration bill. Trump will institute a nationwide ban on abortion. Trump created and will implement Project 2025. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that even their liberal outlets their propaganda arms are all on board with them. Yet they've debunked all of these, either Snopes or Politico or whoever. The Washington Post has even debunked a lot of these. But they just keep saying them anyway. Anybody, have you visited the Drudge Report over the last several years? What happened? I know he had a falling out with Trump, but it's gone way beyond that now. The Drudge Report should now be the Democrat National Committee propaganda page. Mm-hmm. That should be. Check out these headlines that I just went there yesterday just to see how they were handling all of this. Check out these headlines. All of them on Drudge at 4 p.m. yesterday. Old Don wanted tax on billionaires. From socialist to fascist. Obviously speaking of Donald Trump. J.D. Vance aide calls him Trump bootlicker. J.D. Vance feels terrible for taking his wife to church. What? Drama. Jack Smith argues in new filing how Trump bears responsibility for the January 6th attack. Then they get into hammering Ted Cruz. Fast, feisty, they called the debate, and plenty of Cancun talk during that debate. Trump's canceled interviews, rambling answers, and increasingly erratic behavior spark speculation. Have you seen Kamala Harris? Have you heard Kamala Harris? Daily Beast editor. He's microdosing drugs like his friend Elon Musk.
Oh.
Now, how do you know that?
Okay.
Crowd of Republicans join Harris at Pennsylvania stop. Comstock says she will prevail. The white women who regret voting for him, meaning Trump. Bob Kraft on why his friendship with Trump ended. Donald accused of mimicking infamous Nazi rally with Madison Square Garden event. Project 2025 ex-director denounces Heritage president's violent rhetoric. Most of Red America's blue dots can't help Harris win, but this one might.
Oh, Omaha.
Isikoff says Trump in cash crisis as campaign chief's $22 million pay is revealed. I mean, one story after another. He devotes his entire website now to bashing, not just bashing Trump, but Republicans and conservatism. They are. I think they're worse than CNN.